So in this case, it doesn't matter whether it is a woman or a man that does the defilement. The most important thing is that if a woman lures a minor to defy, life imprisonment. If a man lures a minor to defy, life imprisonment. Any seconder, the motion has been moved and seconded that any defilement of a minor in Nigeria henceforth should carry life imprisonment.
Sister's house to school because there was no school in my village. So when I went there, when I was 8, the son started sleeping with me. Then when the sister caught him, the sister then reported him to the father. Then the father scolded at him, and that was when the father started. So
hi guys, it's my pleasure to have you here today. Happy new month. I want to believe you're all having a refreshing and beautiful weekend. Today's Saturday. Ensure you go out for swimming. Ensure you take out time to do your workout. Keep your body fit. Prioritize your health so that you'll be able to have the stamina to face the tasks ahead of us by next week. Today I would like to speak on the topic compassion in politics, compassion in leadership, the God's real example. Well, I woke up this morning to a viral post where a story was being told about a child, a very young child who was physically challenged. She could not walk. And then the attention of the then governor of Akwa Ibom State was being called upon, and that's the person of Senator 𝐒𝐞𝐧𝐚𝐭 𝐆𝐴. And he came in, took charge of the medical bill. And then the good news today is that that child, 𝐒𝐞𝐧𝐚𝐭, she's doing very fine. She's testifying to the glory of God. She's testifying, to the good deeds of Senator 𝐒𝐞𝐧𝐚𝐭 𝐆𝐴. Now, this brings us to the topic compassion in leadership, the God's real example. I want to see that a lot of false narratives and many Nigerian youths, especially Nigerian youths, fall victim of this false narrative. So many false narratives, wrong narratives, propaganda are being pushed against the name of Senator 𝐒𝐞𝐧𝐚𝐭 𝐆𝐴. And especially these narratives are being pushed by people who had benefited so much in excess from this man. 𝐒𝐴 is a gift. 𝐒𝐴 is a sincere leader. 𝐒𝐴 is a man who has sacrificed himself on the altar of generosity. But unfortunately, not everyone is content. You go down to the state, 𝐒𝐴 has been fought. You go down to the national level, 𝐒𝐴 has been fought. And sometimes I sit back and ask myself, it's like when God created Senator 𝐒𝐽, he said to him, my son, I'll bring you blessings in abundance. But my son, you would also face what we call wahala. See, it's just so funny, but I also see that God has given him the stamina, the shock absorber, to face whatever challenges, to face whatever propaganda that comes his way. And when you sit with him and you ask him, how do you feel about this? He says it's a burden of leadership. Interestingly, that's always his response. Very positive. Senator 𝐒𝐽 is one man you would hardly see get angry. You would hardly see him get angry. So the other side of Senator 𝐒𝐽, beyond policy making, beyond legislation, beyond budgets, beyond infrastructural development, is that humanitarian aspect of it. Today we have results of his good deeds littered everywhere. And when you're talking about infrastructural development, the results are littered everywhere across the nation. But most importantly, we have a national cry today. We have a national call calling for justice for the passing of Ochanya. Has Senator 𝐒𝐽 been mute about this? No. This is one man that has stood up, that has used his political status, that has used his social status to call for reforms and new legislation for child protection. This is a man that has used his social status to spotlight social issues based on, gender violence and child protection. Senator 𝐒𝐽 should be given kudos. Senator